Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today for VIDMAS, I'm going to be sharing with you my crafty faves for 2016. So these are all the things that I've loved so much and that have helped me a lot with my crafting this year. First up is my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. It comes with a little scoring thing. I freaking love this thing. I use it all the time. You can use it to, like, I don't know, round the corners or whatever, but I use this all the time to make my envelope flip books. I would use my own paper or whatever and like custom make whatever size envelopes I want to use. You can also use this to make bows and other things like that. I will try to find some tutorials for you guys down below on how to use this because you can use it in so many ways. It's really great. My next favorite for 2016 is, of course, my fuse tool. I believe this is also my We Are Memory Keepers. This thing's amazing if you like making shaker pockets or shaker dashboards for your planner or sealing up things inside of plastic sleeves or whatever. This thing is your best friend. It's really great. It does come with different attachment, like head things. I always just use this one, like the little round circle-y pokey one. I don't know what it's called. This thing's really great. If you don't have one yet, I highly recommend that you do, especially if you are like a sequin or glitter lover like I am and you love to put those things on all the things. So this is really fun. I highly recommend it. My next crafty favorite are my watercolors. So I've been watercoloring a lot more kind of later in the year and I have just fallen in love with it. It's so much fun and I feel like I'm getting better at it. I don't know, we'll find out. The more I practice, I feel like the better I get. But I do use two different kinds. So these are the Inktense pencils, and I find that these are really good to like sketch out my initial kind of design with. I prefer to have kind of an idea already on the paper of what I want to use the watercolors on. So these are really helpful with that. When you add water to them, they do turn into like a watercolor. So it's not like drawing with pencil, you know, that's gonna leave like a graphite line or whatever. So these are really cool. You can use them dry on top of wet, and that does make them more intense, which is really cool and a fun effect. And then my Sakura Koi watercolor, this is the Pocket Field Sketchbook. This thing is really fun too. It's very small, as you can see. It does have like a little like thing on the back so you can put your finger through it if you were going somewhere and want to watercolor on the go. I have not been brave enough to do that yet, but maybe someday. So mine is very dirty, as you can see. It has like a little palette thing, and then this is what they look like. I have a little spare water brush in here, and it just has a whole bunch of different colors. I find the quality of these are pretty decent. I'm not going to invest in really high quality watercolors until I feel like I'm more proficient at it and can do a better job of not wasting them. So I find these are really sufficient for my needs. Yeah, and they've lasted a long time. I've dipped into some of these a lot, and there's still a ton of product left. So I love this little set, and it's not too expensive. I think you can get it on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something. So if you're looking to start watercoloring, this is a really fun set to use. My next crafty favorite for the year is my Martha Stewart scoring board. So this thing is huge. It can like score 12 by 12 paper. That's why it's so big. I think she has like a half size one that goes like 1 to 6 inches, which will probably be more efficient space wise, but I got this one. It does have like a little door here where you can keep your bone folder. It also has like an envelope. Sorry, it's very loud. It also has like this little envelope creator thing, which I don't really ever use. I prefer to use my punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. But this thing is really great. It's held up. But this thing's really great. I've used it a ton this year and I love it. It's really high quality. It's a pretty good deal. So if you don't have one, I suggest you get one. Next up for my crafty faves was my Freckled Fawn subscription. I did have this for most of the year. I did cancel a few months ago. But while I got it, I loved it, and I would highly recommend it if you're looking for like an embellishment kit for scrapbooking or crafting or whatever. This is a really good deal. I think it came out to like $25 shipped every month, and you get a ton of stuff in it. So if you're looking for something like that, I highly recommend the Freckled Fawn little embellishment kit thing. I think they also have a planner one, but I didn't get it. And they always come in like a nice little bag, which you can repurpose for other things, which I typically do. So I love this. Another crafty favorite fave this year for me was my Tombow adhesive. So I have a ton. I have like a whole stash plus extras. So I love their tape runners. They're really great. This one is repositionable, this one's permanent, and this one's like extreme, and it is definitely extreme. I use these all the time when I'm crafting. Pretty much every project I've used one of these 3 or more. They also have a really great like foam tape that I have used a ton of, but there's still a ton left. And then also their little adhesive dots, which are really fun and super easy to use. So yeah, so if you have not checked out the Tombow adhesives yet, you definitely should. Probably my favorite out of all of these is this little blue permanent adhesive runner. It has like a quick start thing, and it is really handy. I love it. I have several kind of scattered throughout my office slash craft room because that's how often I use them. All right, so those were my favorite crafty tools. Next up are my favorite crafty collections from the year. So that definitely has to be the Dear Lizzie Happy Place collection. I used it a ton this spring and summer, and I still have a bunch left, and I still love it. So very excited to continue using that. And also the Amy Tangerine Better Together collection. It's really fun. It has like blues and greens and pinks and yellows and just really bright, fun colors. It also has like donuts and like pizzas and things like that. So that's really cool. And I used it for a project this summer that I'll be talking about just in a little bit later in the video. But yeah, so those are my 2 favorite collections from this year. So my next favorite are my favorite like crafty supplies, and these are just kind of categories. I don't have any really to show you. They're just the things that I kept reaching for all year long for every single project. So that would be washi tapes, enamel dots, of course, die cuts, because you can't not, stickers of course, and then alphas in particular. Alphabet stickers are my favorite type of stickers. I have a whole hoard, same with washi, same with enamel dots. So if you're new to crafting and you want to know what to get, those are the things that I would recommend stocking up on. So washi, enamel dots, die cut stickers, and alphas. If you have those, you can make pretty much anything, I feel like. So my favorite projects for the year, I have a few, and I'll link videos to all of them down below in case you guys want to check them out. But the first one was the Kate Spade flip book that I made for my friend Sabrina Ann, who is here on YouTube. Again, I'll leave everybody's YouTube channels and links and all that stuff down below for you guys. But yeah, the Kate Spade flip book was really fun to make. That was for a swap that we did. I also enjoyed making the Dear Lizzie Happy Place flip books that I made over the summer. Again, I just love that collection, so those are just kind of my favorites anyway. Also the Valentine's flip books, and this is going way back to like February, but I made a bunch of Valentine's themed flip books using the Crate Paper collection earlier this year that was like Valentine's themed, so that was really fun too. And then lastly was the Oregon album that my son and I worked on together. So he is a teenager, he's not into crafting and stuff, but he totally humored me for our road trip this summer, and we did like a little Project Life album, style album anyway, for our road trip up to Portland and back. So we took pictures and it was a lot of fun, and then we wrote on the little cards like every day what we did and stuff. So that was really cool. If you guys want to see a flip through video of that, just let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to share it with you guys. Also, that reminds me, another favorite tool of mine, which I totally spaced on, is my selfie, my Canon selfie. So we did take that on our trip with us. It was pretty small, but it was definitely handy, and I really enjoy using that. I have used it in other projects throughout the year. It's just really convenient to have something print out a photo pretty much instantly, and from my phone, because I'm horrible and I never sync up my phone. So that was really cool just to be able to send it wirelessly to the selfie and just print out whatever I needed right then. So if you need a cool printer camera thing, get the selfie. So it's really cool. This isn't really a favorite, but I thought I'd throw it in here anyway. And these are things that I really want to try next year to do more of, because I didn't really do much of these this year, and I feel like I totally missed out. So stamping, I have a bunch of stamps, and so I want to get into that more. Also die cutting with my Big Shot. I haven't used it a ton, but I really love it. And it's super convenient, but I just, for whatever reason, haven't been reaching for it. So I definitely want to try to do that more. And also, I want to try my hand at like mixed media. It just seems like really fun and messy. So, and like really creative, but like in a non kind of structured way. which kind of interests me. So I want to try that more too. And then last up are my favorite crafty YouTubers. So again, I'll leave a link to everybody's channel down below. Definitely go check them out, subscribe, show them some love. And yes, so my favorite ones are, of course, Serena B, who I adore. She's a total sweetheart. Sabrina Ann, who I've swapped with a bunch. She's an amazing friend and an amazing mom and super talented. Felice Loves Paper. She's based in Australia and she does some amazing crafty DIYs. Sea Lemon, which I feel is like a huge YouTube channel, but I never really hear anybody talk about it, but she does amazing DIYs for like all over your house and how to do certain things and whatnot. And I really loved her bookbinding tutorial, so definitely go check her out. Inky Quill, she's a scrapbooker, but she does all different kinds and she's really kind of sassy and fun to watch. Also Jennifer McGuire, who does cards. I've learned so much from her about stamping and die cutting, which again is partly why I want to do more of it in the new year, because I feel like I have more knowledge from watching her. So definitely go check her out. Also Scrap Diva here on YouTube. She does hauls and swaps and she's really cool. Also, of course, Shamel, who does scrapbooking, and Amy Tan, who is just amazing. She does like lettering and like traveler's notebooks and things like that. And then lastly, she's not really a crafter per se, but I just admire her skills so much, and that is Bailey J here on YouTube. She's an illustrator and she's just so super talented. So I find her really inspirational. So those are my favorite crafty type things for 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to do a video like this one, I'll leave all the prompts and things down below so you can do it too. Just make sure to come back and let me know that you did it so I can go watch your video, okay? If you've not subscribed yet to my channel, you can do so down below. I'm doing a video every day from December 1st through Christmas, so I know you don't want to miss any of those. Also, make sure to go check out all the people I mentioned in this video down below, as well as links to all the products that I mentioned. I will try to put those in there if I can find them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying VIDMAS. I know I am, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!